Cox was recently on this show, the state GOP chairman, and he said that he had heard that Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver was telling people to expect a big loss this fall, perhaps as many as, I think it was 8 or 9 seats that he mentioned. Have you heard that as well? Are you expecting that you could pick up that many seats? Have you heard that kicking around the Capitol?
Well, actually, the numbers were much higher than that, but the way I look at it, I think the Speaker is a great card player, and I think it's about lowering expectations, maybe providing a little motivation to his members to work harder. All I can tell you is we're going to try to get as many opponents everywhere, because I think this is a unique year across the state. We're doing that. Our recruitment is going very, very well. Our fundraising is always slow to go because people think the statewide candidates, governor, Congress, the state Senate, and then, oh yes, about those Assembly Republicans.
Right, well, you're down there sort of somewhere near the bottom, right?
Well, or at least last on their mind, and my job is to remind them of the importance of having a balance of power within the Assembly. It's not just a balance of power between the Assembly and the Senate, but within the Assembly as well. If we get to 51 members and can sustain and prevent a veto override, regardless who's governor, especially when a governor, hopefully whoever the next governor is going to be making the right decisions, we make a significant difference at the committee level, on the votes on the floor, and as much as we can shrink the difference between Assembly Democrats and Republicans, it's not about being in power, it's just having more of a balance of ideas.
But how far away from that are you right now? From
9 seats.
You're 9 seats. Can you pick up 9 seats?
Yes.
You believe you can pick up 9 seats?
Absolutely.
How much money do you guys have right now?
Well, I don't know. I think we're upwards of probably around $600,000 on hand right now.
Okay,
but we've got lots of, shall we say, irons in the fire where I'm out whenever I can, working the phones and visiting different places and people and making our case. You've
had support in the past from some high-profile people, Mayor Bloomberg, Rudy Giuliani. Do you have that support this year?
Well, we're not there yet, but hopefully we will be. But it's awful. I would say this honestly and candidly, it's early. Certainly the campaigns really don't heat up until the fall, where you really need the resources. So we're talking to anybody that if you're looking for good fiscal policy to elect Assembly Republicans that can make a difference in good public policy, I think it's an investment worth making. And I think that's the case I'm trying to make, is because where we stand on a statewide economic plan and a statewide energy plan, about reducing the tax burden on everyone, property tax relief, controlling spending, unfunded mandates. We are there on every single fiscal issue. And so if you're a business person or somebody who wants to keep their sons or daughters here versus moving to a state for another job, they love Assembly Republicans.
Are you enjoying this job as leader? I mean, it just seems like it must be so frustrating to just be sort of the head of a band of folks who are always, you know, trying to get themselves heard and not getting themselves heard, and it must be a frustrating position.
Well, I think the biggest frustration is when we're not getting things done. It's not about taking credit. We're not interested in taking credit, but we're interested in making it better. So I don't care if we got 42 members or 60 members, or it doesn't matter, as long as we're